What's going on, guys? The Philadelphia Eagles re-signed some players back to the squad yesterday, and definitely. And people aren't going to like this because the Eagles have been quiet in free agency since the first day, and then people are going to be like, "Oh, what moves are these going to be?" Well, these are pretty good moves, in my opinion. That definitely upgrade the roster. Okay, now you bring Boston Scott back on a one-year deal. I mean, they tendered Nate Herbig. They couldn't use a tender on anyone else because I think you can only use one tender per offseason, so I'm not sure what the rule is there. But it looks like Boston Scott is coming back on a deal up to 1.75, but he signed for 1.1 million guaranteed. So he was dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap at this point. You know what I mean? So I'm glad Boston Scott. You have a really good, diverse group of backs in the backfield. You know, you have Boston Scott now. You have Jordan Howard as the bruiser. Kenneth Gainwell, fifth round pick, and only going to get better. I think there's a lot of good things. He's another dual threat back from Gainwell, which I really do like. And then Miles Sanders just has to stay healthy and hopefully get his first touchdown this year because he didn't get a touchdown last year in 2021. So Boston Scott is big. I hope they use him more on special teams and maybe something, I don't know, but I really when you don't have Boston Scott, you definitely miss a heartbeat with this run game, and they use him for certain situations, which is great. But unfortunately, Jordan Howard and Boston Scott, guys like that or Kenneth Gainwell, as a matter of fact, like they get you to the playoffs. And the Eagles broke their own rushing record. You know what I mean? And they didn't use Boston Scott or Jordan Howard in this Tampa Bay wildcard game last year. Really pissed me off. Really didn't use them until the third quarter, barely. Like Miles Sanders is coming off 3 weeks, first game back with injury, and he's not even 85% healthy, and you don't even play the three running backs that literally got you to the playoffs and got you to this point. So that's why this coaching staff is on the hot seat. That's why there's a lot of things that are confusing to me right now. So we'll see what happens, but Boston Scott was definitely a good return. I do like it. I'm surprised he had no interest. I'm actually really shocked because Boston Scott has a ton of talent when it comes to the backfield and obviously mismatches on linebackers and what you want to do there. So very happy about that. Now, this one really surprised me because I thought they would have brought back Rodney McLeod and Anthony Harris, okay? Anthony Harris was, we acquired him last year from the Vikings. Obviously he was a free agent. But unfortunately, the year before that, he was coming off of, I think it was like 2019. He was coming off of a big franchise tag. He led the whole league in interceptions. Then he came to the Philadelphia Eagles, and we thought high hopes. I don't know. He's more of an in the box type guy. I don't really think of him as a free safety, but you know what I mean. He makes good tackles. He made some really good tackles this year. Like he didn't flash out to me because. Not only that, but your defensive line couldn't get any pressure. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody, the secondary definitely needs help. The less time the quarterback has to throw, the better off they're going to be. So I'm not saying Anthony Harris is perfect, but he's definitely very serviceable. And I think when you build more around him, this defense has a lot more better personnel and players. I think, I think he's going to play a lot better. So I'm actually really happy they brought a veteran back at the safety position. So now what do you do at the other safety position? Because Marcus Epps is there as the third safety, and I would keep him that way as a role-playing safety that, plays pretty good. I think there's a lot of respect that has to go to Marcus Epps because, he doesn't give up. He's had ups, he's had downs here, but, he makes plays. He can make good tackles. He can get some picks. He can, he's sneaky sometimes on the things that he could do in this defense. So more of a role-playing guy, like I said. But really surprised Rodney McLeod. Maybe Rodney McLeod is going to come back. Maybe they're going to bring him back regardless. I don't know. But I guess we're going to find out. But Anthony Harris, you know what? I think it's good. I'm solid. I'm good with it. They got a veteran at that position, and, he plays somewhat solid. So I can't really complain about it too much. I understand everybody's pissed off about free agency, and Hassan Reddick was the only sign that we've had so far, unless you're watching this video and something breaks, and obviously I'm late with it. So, you know what I mean? So I like Boston Scott coming back. It's big. They brought Greg Ward back. They put the tender on Nate Herbig, so he can't go anywhere. You know what I mean? So as of right now, I think those two moves definitely upgraded the backfield. And, you have a veteran at safety now in Anthony Harris. I think he's got a lot more to prove this year. I like his play. I don't think he flashed too much. But like I said, this pass rush was horrible, and the corners can only do so much, and he can only do so much as a safety to stop anything that's coming. I mean, one of the worst teams against the run, definitely. You know what I mean? It's just, this defense is below average, and hopefully adding Anthony Harris will definitely stabilize that. But you have to go out and get more pieces. And I'm not saying it's free agency. They have to literally draft a brand new defense, and they can rebuild this defense more than perfectly with your 15, 16, and your second round pick. So you have a lot coming to you right now. So that's what I think. And I think with this hybrid scheme that Jonathan Gannon's doing, we're going to see. But I like Anthony Harris coming back, and a lot of people aren't going to like it, but I think it's good. I think it stabilizes one position at safety for the year at least. Okay. A little bit of veteran leadership and obviously a veteran presence at that position, which we really do need. And, you see what you're doing with that other safety position. If Marcus Epps is going to be the third safety, most likely, that's what's going to happen. But Boston Scott coming back is big because he's had so many good games with us, and he's made some really big plays. And when you need him, he can get those extra yards because he has that sneaky speed because of his size. And a lot of players in this league, a lot of defensive guys cannot tackle him. It's almost impossible sometimes. So I'm glad that Boston Scott is back. And, these are two signings that are definitely very important because I was kind of figuring out you haven't changed the coaching staff yet. You haven't brought any, besides Reddick, nothing really happened so far, other than other signings. So I think we're going in the right direction. Just got to give it more time and just see what they do next. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. And I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up, follows. Peace out, guys. Peace.